Hello, I am Mary Alice Davis. Welcome to the Media and Community Leaders. We are very happy that you have joined us today to learn about this year's Sangamon County Historical Society's Cemetery Walk. The Sangamon County Historical Society will again sponsor our annual cemetery walking tour, Echoes of Yesterday, a walk through Oak Ridge Cemetery. It will be held from noon to 4 p.m. Sunday, October 6th, here at Oak Ridge Cemetery. The walk will provide visitors with a glimpse into the history and heritage of Springfield. The popular cemetery walk, which is sponsored by the Sangamon County Historical Society and co-sponsored by Oak Ridge Cemetery, was held annually for 12 years, beginning in 1996 and ending in 2008. It was brought back 4 years ago by popular demand and was so successful that we are offering it again this fall. The event is free and open to the public. However, donations are suggested. 7 actors dressed in period costumes will portray historic individuals or their family members who have been buried at Oak Ridge Cemetery, each telling the stories of the people they portray. This year, all these individuals were associated with area schools, and most are namesakes of a school. One of the actors is here today to talk to you about her character. These authentic stories, which have been thoroughly researched, will take the audience back to an earlier time and provide insight into the lives and times of these historic individuals. At this time, I would like to introduce Mike Lillis, Executive Director of Oak Ridge Cemetery, who can tell you about the logistics of the cemetery walk.
Well, thank you, Mary Alice, and sincere thanks to the Sangamon County Historical Society that brought this popular event back after a hiatus for a while. There's numerous people that are involved in this event, the volunteers, the people that help park, and so on. So it's actually a history come alive type event that that you can't read in a book or can't get excited about just reading in a book. So I encourage the community to bring their children out to share this event with us. The logistics are basically there will be buses that will transport groups, small groups, to the first grave site. The walk is approximately 1/2 mile. In addition to the walk, there will be refreshments available for purchase. So you will be dropped at the first grave site, you'll walk to the other 6, and then you'll be bused back down to the staging area. The weather is supposed to be nice, I hear, October 6th, as it has been for the past 4 years. So we invite this community to come out and support this event and enjoy the day and see history come alive. Once again, thank you to the Sangamon County Historical Society for sponsoring this popular event.
Thank you, Mike. Now I would like to introduce one of the individuals who will be showcased during the walk. Nicholas Ridgely will be interpreted by Ronnie Betts, portraying Rebecca Wood, his family maid. Ronnie?
Hello. Excuse me. My name is Veronica, and most people call me Ronnie. I am going to portray Rebecca Woods for our Oak Ridge Walk. And I'm going to introduce Nicholas Ridgely, who I served as a maid to he and his family for many years. As a child, I was a slave to his father, who was Greenberry Ridgely, and he gave me as a gift, a wedding gift, to his son, Nicholas, who was soon to be married. So I lived with Nicholas and his family, and he had 13 children actually. His first wife, she had 4 children, and she died, and his second wife had 9. So I raised actually 13 children with the wife and with Nicholas, who was a wonderful father. And I'm very pleased this year to introduce him, because I've been here before for the cemetery walk, only portraying Rebecca as herself and her experience in life. But this year, I'm happy to say that I will share Nicholas' life and their relationship together, which is a very loving family relationship, and it's something that I think many people should know. Many years later, he was a school, Ridgely Elementary School, was named after him, and everyone was very proud of him because he was a very prominent man in Springfield. He originally was a banker, and then he owned part of the railroad. So he had a lot of contacts and relationships with many popular people, lawyers and bankers and politicians, and he helped everyone along the way help build Springfield. So I will be sharing most of that story this year and the special relationship between Rebecca Woods and Nicholas Ridgely. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rebecca, or Ronnie. A couple more details. In addition to the walk, attendees will be able to purchase books published by the Society. Refreshments will be available for purchase from the African American History Museum. Parking will be available in designated areas of the cemetery. At this time, I would be happy to take your questions.
So I'm right that there will be more than just one presenter? There will be 7?
Yes, there's 7. There's 6 characters that are portrayed, that are named for schools, and then there's Marjorie Logan Morrison, who is the first lady to be elected to the Springfield School Board in 1911, which was before women got the suffrage in 1919.
Now, how did the group arrive at schools as theme?
Well, we just decided that that would be a great theme this year, and we could get the schools to cooperate, and proceeded from there.
I've got a question for Miss Rebecca. Yes. Return the mic. Now, you said Woods. On the sheet it says Wood. Do you know which one is correct?
It's a S.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, Miss Rebecca, you said something about being a gift to somebody.
Yes.
Now, here in the 21st century, that doesn't sound right. How do you feel about it?
Well, at that time, it was a good thing because I was a slave, and Mr. Greenberry Ridgely, he decided to free his slaves, but at the same time, because his son was getting married, he wanted to keep me in the family, and it was a good life. So I can't say that there were any regrets.
Do you know if she had a life like of her own outside of that day?
Well, she did have a life of her own with her church. So that's part of my story when I tell about Rebecca as well, because she was a church lady, which is why I'm dressed in my Sunday best. Because every Sunday was her day off, and she went to church, and after church she would hobnob with people that she knew, her friends after church, or even neighbors. And this was something that was a delight for her. And one of the girls, Miss Anna, she called her, made her this special hat because she felt like she needed a bonnet to wear with her outfit if she was going to hobnob. And she felt love from that, and she knew that, you know, the girl put a lot of time and love into it, so she wore it with pride. And that was her life, just socializing with church. She never married, she never had children of her own. The Ridgely family, she felt, was her family, and with 13 children, she had her hands full.